really competitive basketball game, I thought. Both teams, I thought defensively were very good. Thought our guys really competed throughout the game, did a great job rebounding, defending. We just have to play better basketball. We just have too many costly mistakes, whether it's turnovers on inbounds plays or fouling three-point shooters. Obviously, that was a huge play at the end of the game. We got all the momentum and 10-0 run maybe to tie it at 57, and then you don't make them make a basket. It just changes the whole outlook on the game. So those kinds of plays are the ones that are disappointing. We had a couple offensive rebounds that we just go back up and get blocked instead of playing with poise and bringing it back out. But again, I thought our guys really competed. I thought we guarded, Grayson Allen very well and Gary Trent Jr. really well. But give Duke a lot of credit. Their kids came in here, you could see a good focus in their eyes, and they competed hard, played well, and made a couple more plays down the stretch than we did.
Brad, I know you don't want to make excuses, but with not having Sheldon in there, how much did that 1-3-1 really affect you there?
Well, it was really more of a 2-3, but it was extended with the 1-2-2. It bothered us a little bit, obviously. You're moving guys out of positions a little bit in a short amount of time, and just trying to figure it out a little bit piecemeal in some lineups and some things of that nature. But we had more turnovers than we probably would have had if we had Shelton, and we had more rebounds than we probably would have had if they had Marvin Bagley. So both teams were without people. Dante and Shelton, Dante's not coming back, and I don't know when Shelton's coming back. We don't need to worry about the guys we don't have. We need to worry about the ones that are out there and get them better. So that's on me.
Was Donnell banged up at all, or why? He seemed to get off to such a hot start, was playing very inspired basketball, then he really didn't get much playing time after the early going.
No, it's my decision. If you look at the half, Eli got in some foul trouble. Mark was very good. Then you watch the second half, Eli was very good. If you look at the rebounds, Eli more than did his job today. And Mark played well. We played them both for a little while, but I didn't love it. And so I went back to a different lineup, going smaller again with either Amir or Scar. But I thought Mark and Elijah both gave us good minutes today.
Brad, was it just not Gabe's night, or were they doing something particular?
Oh, I think you got to give them some credit. Absolutely. I thought they did a good job of guarding them, finding them, making sure he had tough looks. He needed to do more. He needed to make more plays off the bounce. Like, when they're guarding you that hard, you don't just keep backing up and shoot quicker. Like, you've got to make an adjustment to attack some paint occasionally and do a few more things. And those nights happen. Obviously, he and Marquise did not shoot the ball very well tonight. That's part of it. I'm sure maybe the timing wasn't quite as good in certain things without Shelton because of that. But you got to make adjustments as a very good guard and an older player. You got to make your own adjustments.
Do you think it was tougher for him to penetrate off the dribble against the zone, or the fact that they extended the zone out to the perimeter?
I just think I got to look at it to give you exactly. I thought there were a couple of times he could have certainly shot faked and made a play, whether it was for himself or create for somebody else. But hey, man, that's what shooters want to shoot. Now that's what they do. And he missed a couple that he normally makes. Guys, it's going to happen. The guy's not going to make 50% of every three every game. Now, not if you're shooting the numbers that he shoots. So just got to adjust.
How do you think the struggles from Gabe and Marquise affected the shot selection of your other players outside?
I don't think it overly affected the shot selection of our other players. I think our guys, we need to continue to develop, David Scara and Clyde Trapp and Amir. Those guys got to just keep working to get better, become more comfortable, and take big shots and go make plays. I don't think their shot selection, really changed. I think they're going to continue to have more opportunities, and I think you're going to see them play better the last month of the season if teams continue to or make a concerted effort to guard Gabe and Marquise harder. Those guys will have more opportunities.
Brad, your thoughts on the way David and Mir played for you today?
Yeah, I thought Scar's defense on Grayson Allen was outstanding. He can guard, and I know he ended up with 19. I'd like to go back and look and see all the free throws, but I thought when he was on him, he did a great job, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't take him out much, is because I just felt like his defense kept us in the game on a lot of things. So I thought he was really good. I thought Amir was fine. I thought Amir needed to rebound a little better early. I thought he gave us good quality minutes, but I think, he playing 22 minutes, he needs more than 3 rebounds. He needs to have 6 rebounds. And so that's the only thing I was kind of disappointed in him, is I thought he was a little bit, his eyes got wide there a couple times early in the game. Then once he made a basket, he settled down, was ready to play. But he needs to impose his will physically a little bit more right now, and not worry so much about a made shot or something of that nature.
You can live with aggressive turnovers, but seeing older players maybe drop a bounce or something like that, it's just
Yeah.
picked off easy. That a little disappointing.
Yeah, absolutely. I told our guys give you an A for effort. I thought we competed. I thought we did what we wanted to do defensively in the game. I thought we were hard to play against. But if you're going to beat a top 10 team in the country, you got to play better basketball. We might have won against some teams today. We weren't going to win against Duke. And you just can't foul 3-point shooters. You can't, struggle to get the ball in bounds 3 times. You can't have a couple careless turnovers and try to go back up against Carter right under the basket when he's going to block it. Like, you got to bring it. Great offensive rebound. Now have some poise. Bring it back out and let's run offense. And in games that come down to 3, 4, 5 possessions, those are the possessions that ultimately decide whether you beat top 10 teams or not. We didn't make enough good decisions.
How tough was that to see Scott Spencer try and close that on shooter and get the foul?
Yeah, it's bad play. And it's hard to guard them all now. We all need to understand that. Like, you're trying to guard Grayson Allen off the drive or shot, Duvall off the drive, Carter in the post. They're going to get a shot sometimes. You just got to contest and not foul. Make them make it. You got to make them make a tough shot. And what's disappointing is we didn't make them make it. We let them make the free throws to put you in trouble. So it's just a bad decision.
When you brought Scott in there at the end of the game for a few possessions, were you just looking to go with a little bit smaller lineup?
Yeah, we just had a little more speed. It gave Scar a little more. We moved Scar into the high post more, and obviously some good things happened for us there. It wasn't easy to do that. We did it a little bit in the first half as well. It wasn't as easy to do when they're big as they are. If you want to rebound with them, you got a mirror out there. You're going to have to do some other things. But, when you're down 10 and time's wasting away and offense is more important than defense at that time, you go play offense. And so we made that substitution. I thought it was good. I know Scott maybe took one shot, but, he can make threes, and he didn't get any. They if Scott would have gotten a 3, he would have fired it. But he didn't get one.
What did you learn or take away from losses late in the regular season compared to maybe earlier in the middle of the season?
I don't know that the time of the year needs to be different in terms of why you need to learn from losses. I think whatever mistakes you make in games early, and mistakes you make late, whether you need to practice things a little more. Maybe if that's something that you're kind of leaning towards, it would be that we need to practice 1 or 2 things a little bit more. We need to spend more quality time on certain things because it's later in the year, and whether we're still making that same mistake or whether we're maybe we haven't worked on it quite as much lately because we've been doing all these other things. Now you got to go back to that would be a point of contention with your question.
Probably have time for 1 or 2.
Is there a common thread with the inbounds?
Yeah, Shelton Mitchell inbounds the ball a lot for us in this one. And he didn't, and I think Gabe got a little wide-eyed, and he probably didn't fake before he passed enough. And again, your windows, are small.
Any more questions?
All good. Thank you.